Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Dandavat. Is Mother Neha here?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mata. So you have two devotees ready to express their gratitude to Srila Prabhupada?
Yes, Prabhuji. Today we have Nilamri Radha Dasi Mataji and Medhavi Das Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. And Satta Devata Prabhu, you have somebody to express how to accept Krishna in life?
Yes, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Neha Mataji volunteered to start, Prabhu.
All right. So let's start with gratitude to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhujis and Matajis. Please accept my humble obeisances. And Prabhuji, earlier first you mentioned that we had to express for Srila Prabhupada as well as for Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So I already did for Srila Prabhupada. And then slot was there. So today I'm going to do for Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And so I'm eternally grateful to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who gave very strong literary foundation in a very analytical manner to our Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara. And he actually revived our Parampara, which was almost lost during his time. And it was a very difficult time when there were in the society there were corrupt practices. Many upper sampradayas were there, foreign missionaries were also coming, and foreign rule was also there in the country. So it was really a difficult time for Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. But still he struggled so much, and we have so much literature due to our Goswamis, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur was like seventh Goswami. So because of the struggle and hard work, everything is easily available to we people. We know that Bhaktivinoda Thakur struggled for 11 years to get one copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita, which we easily find in today's time, but still we don't develop any inclination to study it in detail. So it's all our glorious parampara and our glorious acharyas. They have given such strong foundation and very clear philosophical details for we people. So we are really grateful to the all glories to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. I hope everybody understood what she was expressing. Srila Prabhupada, you know how much he loves Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. On Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day, Srila Prabhupada gave 1 hour lecture. And he only talked 10 minutes about Lord Chaitanya. The entire 50 minutes was about Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I was surprised. That was many years back, like maybe 12, 15 years back. I could not understand why Srila Prabhupada glorifying Bhaktivinoda Thakur on Lord Chaitanya's appearance day. It took that many years to grasp it that actually without Bhaktivinoda Thakur, we would not have Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu today, what we think of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The darkness took over so much in this world. If Bhaktivinoda Thakur did not revive, exact word Prabhupada says, he revived the movement of Mahaprabhu. Everybody understand movement. It's not that Vaishnavas are not there. Vaishnavas were there. But there was no movement, mean nobody else can participate unless you are in that family. Right now, Prabhupada made the movement because Mahaprabhu started a movement. Movement where everybody can participate and practice and go back home. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he appeared, this world has a one group who had entire teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they said, if you don't take initiation from them, you are not born in that category, you are out, you have no connection. The world was in darkness before Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Now there was a Vaishnavas, very few, but there was no movement. Movement means where the soul can come and revive their dormant love. This is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur revived. So Mother Nilambari Radha very wonderfully expressed that expression. Beautiful explanation that Prabhupada actually expressed in his lecture. Just imagine, on Mahaprabhu's appearance day, 50 minutes only about Bhaktivinoda Thakur glory, only 10 minutes about Lord Chaitanya. How important is Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Srila Prabhupada said his last book, Jaiva Dharma, is the one book I think the IBM, ISKCON Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya, going to also conduct a seminar. This is a one book everybody must read, it seems like. It has like a conclude all the philosophy in one, essence of all the philosophy. Okay, that's wonderful. Who is the next person?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Medhavi Das.
Oh yes, Hare Krishna, Medhavi Prabhu.
Haribol.
Dandavat Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Glory to Prabhupada. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my most humble obeisances. All glories to your divine lotus feet. Recently, I happened to glance at the qualities of a disciple mentioned in the mantra Muktavali, quoted in Hari Bhakti Vilas. Quote, the disciple is one who is born in a noble family, beautiful, humble, endowed with good qualities, truthful, of pure character, devoid of insolence and pride, free from lust and anger, dedicated to serving the lotus feet of Sri Gurudev, surrendered to the Supreme Lord, and who serves the Supreme Lord with body, mind, and words throughout the day and night. Needless to say, Srila Prabhupada, how merciful you were to pick up this degraded, sorry excuse for a human being from the rubbish pile of this material world. You kindly engaged so many of us in service to the mission of Lord Chaitanya to save human civilization in its darkest hour. You brought your dancing white elephants to India to show people that Krishna consciousness was the lost, wonderful treasure of India, turning hippies and proposed CIA agents into lovers of God. Now in India, so many people of all ages, young people, middle-aged people, old-age people, everyone has accepted your teachings, and everyone is becoming happy and satisfied, pursuing Krishna consciousness. All glories to your divine grace. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Madhavi Prabhu. This is such a wonderful. While you are expressing the ideal example of Guru, a pure devotee, I was thinking myself so far, far away, billion miles far away from that quality. But we are very fortunate that Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Parampara, everybody represent those qualities that you mentioned. Good character, noble, surrender to God. Those are wonderful. Thank you. That's wonderful. I love that. And that's Prabhupada fits perfect example. Hopefully we all holding his lotus feet, we also will be exemplified someday what you have expressed. This is wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so today we're going to start reading. Madhavi Prabhu, would you like to start readings on the chapter 6?
Okay, thank you. Pancha Tattva Jaya Jaya Shri Radha Madhava Jaya Navadvipa Vraja Jamuna Vaishnava. Haridas said, quote, O Lord, now I will tell you about how the third offense occurs. According to your order, I will describe in detail all the offenses that occur from disobeying the Guru. Having wandered from one body to another in 8,400,000 species of life, through unintentional pious activity, the jiva obtains a human body. The human body is a rare opportunity because only in this form can the living entity perform devotional service properly. As a demigod, one has the tendency to enjoy, and as a lower animal, one has no capacity for knowledge. But in the human form, the living entity can progress back to his constitutional position with Krishna. Therefore, if one does not take care to attain Krishna in this temporary body, one will die and obtain some other body, losing the opportunity to escape from the material prison. The intelligent person, having attained a human birth in this world, will take shelter of a spiritual master who will act as a captain to guide the jiva over the ocean of material nature with the instructions of bhakti yoga. This is the importance of the guru. One should approach the qualified guru, that person who is a devotee of Krishna and has conquered over the senses, and inquire submissively from him. Being satisfied with his answers, the jiva takes initiation from him and thus crosses over the material ocean. Having attraction for Krishna, he will give up useless material logic, take shelter of higher knowledge, and receive mantra initiation from the spiritual master.
Okay, 1 second, Prabhu.
Okay.
Because the next paragraph starting, choosing a guru. This is the title I put it. But here I want to remind everybody, of course, obviously we are all human beings right now in the Zoom at least. We have within the human being, there are 5 types of human being. See where you are and where you want to be within human being. Human being is very rare, extremely rare, we just heard, but that doesn't mean we all are like, got it. No, we didn't get it. We are got this body, but there is a possibility of going to the highest realm from this body. So there are 5. I'm going to summarize what I remember studying Bhaktivinoda Thakur. First is immoral atheist. Immoral atheist. The next is immoral theist. And the third one is moral theist. And fourth one is sadhaka, practitioner, religious person, you can say. Fifth is pure devotee. Unfortunately, now these are the 5 category Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes amongst the human being. Unfortunately, majority human does not even go to 2nd or 3rd layer of human being, within human being. And there is, once you are on the 4th category, chances are you will stay human and up. But if you did not come within the human 4th level, there is a chance you will glide down. Because you will find a lot of person, apparently spiritual, religious, they have a human body, whatever race and caste or creeds they are from, doesn't matter. But they have a, deep down in their heart, they have an immoral feeling. They want to act sometime, and they do. Cheating, illegal activities, as long as they don't get caught. They know it very well too. I had also that. But bhakti is so powerful, it removes all this. Bhakti is so powerful, this chanting, taking initiation, and today we're going to emphasize that more. It's so powerful, literally it gives you from first layer, immoral atheist. It is actually majority people in this world are, but you cannot label them. You cannot say, okay, you have a now tag in front of your t-shirt or whatever, necklace. You are immoral atheist. You're born like that. Majority people are born immoral atheist. Then they become moral atheist. You know, they like the law, but they don't want to believe. Then they come up with this idea, I like spirituality, but I don't like religion. That was very funny. Every time I talk to one of those guys, I don't go too far. Like after 10 minutes, they are finished. They really don't have anything. They just love that slogan, but they don't have any substance underlying this expression. But they feel it's a comfort zone. Fourth category means they have to pick up the Krishna consciousness. Once they pick up Krishna consciousness, there will be difficult to glide down. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, but certain thing Prabhupada says in 3rd Canto Bhagavatam, for a few reasons, like for an example, if a person don't like his family or the environment he's born or put into, and he's trying to escape from it, running away, committing suicide or running away, disconnect with everything, which sometimes they feel, a lot of people feels like that. One psychologist told me that 70% people actually felt one time in their early life, school life, to commit suicide because of their situation they are in are so tortured inside their mind. So they feel like to run away when they are in. So this is real. What Shastra says, it's always truth, but not everybody understand from externally unless you go into research. So our goal is to come to the 4th level, that where you pick up. Other day I mentioned, everyone, that you are born potentially, you are Krishna conscious, also essentially you are Krishna conscious. So you have a prime, I will say, fundamental identity and functional identity. Anyone remembers that? We discussed a little bit. Fundamental identity means you are servant of Krishna. That will never change. Whether you believe or you don't believe, you accept or you don't accept, it will never change. You are eternally servant. He is your master. God is your master. You are eternally servant of God. It's done. Because that's the highest happiness. And that's how it is. That's called fundamental identity. Functional identity, I am a grihastha, I'm a householder, I am a man, I am a woman, I am an engineer, I'm a doctor, I feel like to do this, I feel like to do this. These are functional identity. Functional identity will change. Fundamental identity will never change. So whatever you do, make sure it is under fundamental identity. Then you are perfectly situated in the bhakti. Am I going too far or somebody caught it? Yeah, it's okay? Okay. So fundamental identity is very crucial, that whether you can see yourself as the eternal servant or not, still you have to have a strong faith on Guru and Shastra. This is the bottom line, that what the philosophy depicts, that you are eternal servant, that is already done. So that fundamental identity makes sure always conduct your other duty. It should stay always at the top. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing, whether it's a girl or a boy or a householder or a sannyasi or brahmacharya, whatever you are, these are not as important as fundamental. Now I give you a very nice example. You all know Arjuna had a fundamental identity is what? Servant of Krishna. What was his functional identity that bewildered him? Try to understand. This is what bewilders us. Arjuna had a two functional identity. One identity, he was a Kshatriya. He is born as a fighter. He can never get out of it. Whether he fights for Krishna or he will fight for Maya, but he cannot stop fighting. If he goes to the forest, he will fight with the animal to survive. It will draw always to fight, because that's how he is born with. Not fight, actually, I would say protection in a sense. So the Kshatriya dharma is that he has a six aggressors he has to protect everybody from. So he has to kill six aggressors. In Bhagavad Gita, if you read first chapter, you will know what I'm talking. If somebody lights fire in your house, if somebody kidnaps your spouse, if somebody give you deadly poison, somebody try to kill you, you can kill them, this aggressor. So that's his, what kind of identity is that, or duty? Duty comes after your identity. Is that functional or fundamental?
Functional.
Very good. Second functional identity he had, he is a man from a particular family. When you are a woman or man from a particular family, you have an obligation. Arjuna had an obligation. He comes from a Kaurava family. And he says, and Krishna actually addressed him. Bhogoishwarja prashaktanam taya purita chetasam vyavasatmika buddhe ekeha kurunandana. Kurunandana, hey, descendant of Kuru, you have a duty. Hey, Kunti Putra, Kunteya. Krishna addressed Arjuna 20 ways in Bhagavad Gita, 20 times in a 20 different names. Each name has a very big significance when Krishna addressed him. So he addressed him, you are a descendant of Bharat. Matra sparshastha kunteya shiteshna sukha dukkada agama pai no nitam tam titikshasya Bharata. There is a Bharat, there is a Kunteya, Kunti Putra. So he has some responsibility for his family. What function is, what identity is there? Fundamental or functional?
Functional.
Okay. Everybody, I hope you got it. When he asked Krishna that I'm bewildered, I'm supposed to kill all the aggressor, Kauravas, I see them. They disrobe our wife, Draupadi. They try to take away our kingdom. So they are all guilty of this. In the lake house, they poison Bhima to kill him. So all these six aggressors are right in front of them. So Arjuna is asking Krishna, I'm bewildered. I'm supposed to protect the family or kill the aggressor, but they are same. What should I do? What did Krishna answer? He didn't say, Krishna gave us such a scientific answer. He says, you are neither. You are not descendant of the Kuru dynasty or Kshatriya. He started saying, Dehinosmin jata dehe komaram jovananda. You are a soul. You're servant of the Supreme Soul. From that angle, we have to proceed. Then our journey will be easy. Then Krishna, at the end, of course, Bhagavad Gita unfold one by one chapter. Not that Krishna made the chapter. Acharya gives it in their discussion how one chapter another unfolded very nicely. So my point is that whatever you do, make sure your fundamental identity always stay above all your functional identity. That's all. Mother Kasturi Manjari, what did I say just now?
Prabhu, that no matter what we do, but we should always keep in mind our fundamental identity, which is that we are servant of Krishna.
Fundamental identity where? Above?
Above the functional
Yes. Whatever you have to do, you're a mother, or you are a child, or you are a husband, or what, doesn't matter. Whatever ashram, whatever job, whatever you do, make sure fundamental identity is actually focused. Because at the end of Bhagavad Gita, did Arjuna gave up his functional identity? Okay, Krishna, I understood, now I don't have to do anything. No. He still fought as a Kshatriya. He killed those aggressors. But his idea was not to kill or act on a Kshatriya, to please Krishna. Everybody understand that the fine print? To please Krishna, that is the point. That was the fundamental identity above his Kshatriya dharma, above his Kuru dharma, family dharma. And that's the teachings from a guru we learn. Okay. Medhavi Prabhu, please continue.
One who is a grihastha should accept a guru, but remain in his duties of varnashrama. If a brahmana is a Krishna devotee, he can serve as a guru for the varnas. But if there is no suitable person of brahmana birth, one can receive initiation from a guru of another varna. If there is a choice, the grihastha should choose the bona fide guru of higher caste. But in any case, the main qualification by which to judge who is suitable bona fide guru is how much the guru knows about Krishna. He may be brahmana
One
or
second, Prabhu. Can
Yeah.
you read that line again? Maybe
Yes.
twice, so everybody understand this. Otherwise, we have in ISKCON, I'm not judging, but I did face some people thinks, oh, I'm Indian, I like only Indian guru. Oh, no, I'll take Western guru. This is not what guru discussion philosophically. We have to understand from the principle. Okay, go ahead, Prabhu, Madhavi Prabhu.
But in any case, the main qualification by which to judge who is suitable bona fide guru is how much the guru knows about Krishna. He may be a brahmana or a shudra, householder or sannyasi, but this makes no difference in the guru's ability to deliver the jiva. This should be the main consideration in choosing a guru if one desires to progress to pure attraction for Krishna. In other words, if there is a qualified guru of high caste, there is no necessity of seeking a guru of a lower caste. But if the high caste guru is not qualified as a Krishna bhakta, one should not take diksha from him on the basis of his high caste alone. Rather, one should take a qualified guru of a lower caste. The qualification of knowing Krishna and being a devotee of Krishna is the important consideration. In the case of a householder who cannot find proper spiritual life in the grihastha ashram, he should take a bona fide guru who is not a householder. In other words, if one renounces household life and is seeking spiritual guidance, one should take shelter of an acharya who has successfully renounced household life and received diksha and shiksha from him in order to reach the desired goal of prema. But if the householder had a qualified guru previously, that previous guru should not be disrespected or rejected. He should be honored always.
One second, Prabhu.
Sure.
This is a very wonderful explanation. If it was 30 years back, I could not relate, but today in ISKCON, we have this situation. And whatever is written all here, you will experience in your life. We have a lot of Grihastha gurus here, even in America where I am. There are actually in my temple, there is not my temple, Krishna's temple, that there is two initiating gurus there. Mahatma Prabhu is there, Adi Guru Prabhu is there. I see them every day in Mangalarti, very nice. And they're wonderful. And there are two GBCs in our temple. It's very wonderful. So many wonderful devotees. How to have a proper respect and never disrespect anybody in your life that helped you in spiritual progress is the key to progress further in spiritual life. If we can some or other develop an attitude to have a proper respect according to their respective position. In other words, you have to know their position and respect them accordingly is the key to advance. So Krishna arranged for us. So this is wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu. Please go on.
The householder may take a guru who is either a householder or renounced. Either is suitable. Accepting guru and performing sadhana bhakti, the householder will eventually achieve the stage of bhava, at which time his attraction for family life and sense gratification will cease. At that stage, he will naturally give up householder life and enter the renounced order. This person should seek out an acharya in the renounced order and take his instruction. Guru may be of
One
two
second.
types. Okay.
So this is very nice. This is very interesting. Because there is actually a Grihastha Guru, I will not say the name, who's one of his disciple going to take sannyas. Also one in Russia, Valmiki Prabhu. His guru is a Grihastha, but he is going to take sannyas. So his guru cannot give him. But guru is not someone, in other words, don't put a guru in a box, a physical body. Guru means, what I understand from Srila Prabhupada's and Bhaktivinoda Thakur explanation, a perfect Krishna conscious person. It is not the body we are focusing. Person who draws our attention towards Krishna is Guru. That Guru can manifest even in your family. You may have a Diksha Guru, you may have a Shiksha Guru in your own family, who always tells you how to be attracted to Krishna. Maybe cooks for you, or remind of Kirtan, or remind of chanting. That is Guru. Guru is not just one person in a physical form. This is very important. We should see that thread of spirit who is trying to draw our attention away from Maya to Krishna is our Guru. This is very important. Don't just say a simple thing like, I asked one Guru Kolya, of course, was very interesting. I said, why do you like that person to be your Guru? Oh, I like his smile. I said, wow, no Shastra ever said that, but it's interesting. I'm learning. And any other qualification? I don't know. I just like his smile. Every time he sees me, he smiles. I said, I can find many guys or girls who also will smile, but they are not Guru. I know. I said, no, you have to learn. Guru is not judged by like this. When we are studying Harinam Chintamani, we should pay attention and follow. We are now associating with Bhaktivinoda Thakur. What would be the difference if Bhaktivinoda Thakur was in front of us and we are reading his writings, his expression of what he realized? What would be the difference? There is no difference. I mean, when Krishna appeared, how many people really came to know him? Can you imagine, after meeting dozens of times, still Duryodhana doubting at the last moment of his death? He was hiding under this water lake and Krishna was making a joke. I thought Duryodhana was very brave hero. Why is he hiding? Of course, he is a supreme soul. He is also in the heart of Duryodhana. So Duryodhana came out. No, I'm not hiding. I'm here. So, oh, I know, we are looking for you, because he was the last person to be killed. And Bhima is there. Duryodhana asked Krishna, how is that? If you are God, see the way he says it. If you are God, why are you only favoring the Pandavas, not us? Can you imagine, after dozens of time meeting, Duryodhana still did not recognize Krishna is supreme God or not. And Krishna revealed, still he did not fall for it. He quoted the famous verse from Bhagavatam. Marto jada tekta samasta karma nivedita atma vichiki shitome. This Pandava deserved to enjoy the kingdom that belongs to me. Everything belongs to me, Krishna says. They are the one who deserve to enjoy, not you, who doesn't have any faith, does not have any trust in my word. Why should you enjoy my property? Did it change the heart of Duryodhana? No. So try to understand, it is our attitude we are changing. When we hear about Krishna consciousness, we are chanting. What's supposed to happen within our consciousness? It is not the round or the year counts. It is our consciousness spiritualizing. How is our consciousness spiritualizing? You examine within you. This Prabhu, Medhavi Prabhu just read. I hope you picked that. He said, I'm paraphrasing, he says, when you are coming now to meet a guru and you take initiation and you practice sadhana, what's supposed to happen? Your dormant bhava has to awaken. Now, if I ask you all, how long you are practicing? You may say 6 months or 6 years or 60, well, not 60 years probably, or 6 months or 6 years or 40 years or 50 years. Okay. What's supposed to happen? He just read the line. You're supposed to achieve the stage of bhava. Now, if I say, what are the symptoms that whether you achieved or not? I'm not sure. Then how you know you achieved or not? If I don't know, because I took a sannyasi about 30 years back to a Disneyland. Maharaj wanted to see the Disneyland in Los Angeles. So we are having discussion. I said, how do you know what is Disneyland and what is Los Angeles city? What is the difference? Disneyland is not Los Angeles, it's before Los Angeles, Anaheim. I said, what's the difference? He said, well, I don't know. I said, then what is the point? I can drop you in the middle of Los Angeles big city and say, this is Disneyland, Haribol, we are in Disneyland. Is that okay? He said, why are you asking me like this? I thought you were taking me to Disneyland. I said, I know, but if you don't know what is Disneyland, what will be the difference if I take you, drop you in the middle of the big street? I hope everybody is understanding. This is a real story. And that sannyasi is still alive. He said, Pran Govinda, you're scaring me. I said, I'm not scaring you, Maharaj. I'm just inquiring. If you are not aware why are you going, what are you going to see, then what is the difference will be any big city or Disneyland? Well, then he started thinking, well, I heard they have a submarine. I say, I can take you submarine to somewhere else. It doesn't have to be Disneyland. So I want everybody to focus what you're going to get. What is bhava? There's a 9th symptom. End of this session, I will not let you go, not today, but end of this seminar, you have to be aware and you have to check the list whether it matching. Just like when I drive, I see in the GPS, because it's a new road where I'm heading. It says now I am approaching, say, Lucadia Boulevard. Okay, yeah, within few minutes I see there's a sign Lucadia Boulevard. I feel confidence. Can you see that? I feel confidence. Yes, my driving is good. I'm going right direction. If I don't have a GPS, how do you know you are awakening your bhava? Jaiva Dharma, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, all these books emphasize this 9 symptom. He just read it. It should awake within you. What is bhava means? Do I have it? How do I know? Okay, with that note, we'll just say, but something he also said, Prabhu just read, that see if you're not running away from your family life. But the attraction to enjoy family life has to go down. It is Krishna's family life has to be increased, not your family life. Prabhu just read the sense gratification will cease. Madhavi Prabhu just read. Everybody understood that? These are the points that we need to check within our heart. Am I going towards that? Do I feel like I can live without it? Can somebody say like this today in the Zoom? I could not say this before. Now I can say it by the mercy of Prabhupada and Guru Gauranga and my sadhana, that yes, this process works 100% Prabhu and mothers. This process, what Harinam Chintamani is saying, it works. I am only begging all of you to take advantage of it, apply it, see it works. You can live without this material world. And Srila Prabhupada says the moment you come to a point that you do not need anything of this world, you are eligible to be in the spiritual world. You are liberated literally, according to Prabhupada. These are the self-exam. So while we are reading, I want also you make those notes and check your life, where you are, where you're heading, if this is coming true. Okay, Prabhu, please go ahead. Madhavi Prabhu. Madhavi Prabhu, please go ahead. Continue.
Guru may be of 2 types, one who gives diksha with mantra and one who gives spiritual instruction. They should be considered equal in importance by one who wants to advance quickly. A person can accept only one diksha guru, but he may have many siksha gurus who give sambandha jnana. The sambandha jnana or teachings are handed down in a sampradaya, acharya of the sampradaya. These original teachings and the founder acharya or of the sampradaya should be worshipped with all respect. One should be loyal to his conclusions and instructions, not taking teachings from others. One should take as guru only a person faithfully the teachings of that founder acharya. To take initiation or teachings from a Mayavadi is useless. Whoever takes or accepts such unauthorized teachings simply goes to hell. Rejecting Krishna and learning anti-Krishna philosophy can only lead to ruination of one's life. How can a person be guru and deliver others? not having achieved or being able to achieve perfection himself.
Very good.
This
That's
guru,
good
whether
enough.
Siksha or Diksha, must be the servant of Krishna.
One second, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
I want everybody to make a point. Now he is going to read 3 qualification of Guru. This is very important. We are not reading the sentence. These are actually key points. You have to memorize while you are chanting, walking. That's how things will pop out while you are chanting, the result. What is the minimum qualification? He's going to read. Maybe somebody else also can read. Some Mataji is there who did not read yet. Someone? I don't see anyone. Would somebody like to read?
Yes, Prabhu, I could read. Hare Krishna.
Okay. I want to make sure everybody understood the 3 points. One point is, in order, who can be Guru? That's the question. I'm going to ask it in your question. So there's a 3 points she's going to read. See if you pick it up. Yes, Mother.
Thus, Guru, whether or Diksha, must be servant of Krishna, an associate of the Lord eternally in Vrindavan, who has been especially empowered by Krishna. One should serve the Guru with great devotion, knowing him to be directly empowered by Krishna, the dearmost servant of Krishna, and one's own eternal spiritual guide. By such sincere service to the Guru, one can cross over the material ocean.
Okay, 1 second, Mother, 1 second. So we just heard 3 qualification who can be Guru. Who is going to say it beside Mother? Somebody else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Guru must be the servant of Krishna.
Okay.
He must be an eternal associate of the Lord in Vrindavan.
Yes.
And he should be empowered by Krishna.
Very good. Now, if somebody asks what is empowered means,
Like Srila Prabhupada, to preach Krishna consciousness in the world.
practically in your life, even problem comes, you do not give up your sadhana. You are sick, you are still chanting.
Yes.
You are extremely busy. You have to meet so many people. You did not stop your japa. These are called empowerment. Empowerment causes perseverance. These are not just a word. Okay, my guru is empowered. How do I know what he's doing? Oh, he's sick, he's resting. Did he chant his rounds today? No, he's sick. This is not the guru's definition. Empowerment means he will never give up his devotion to Krishna. You have to grasp those 3 things more. Somebody should think, one of you should think, well, I don't know if my guru is eternal associate. Does it bother you? It bothers me, believe me, when I read this yesterday. I was preparing for today, yesterday, and I was thinking like, well, how do I know? Well, I tell you a secret. One time they were reading the text 8, Nectar of Instruction. And that sloka, it says, how does it go? Tannama rupa charitadi sukirtananu smritta kramena rasana manashinijya. Tistan braje tad anuragi jananugami. Talam naet akilam iti upadesha saram. So that verse 3rd line, it says, Tistan braje tad anuragi jananugami. So they asked Prabhupada, we're supposed to follow a Brajabasi eternal associate of in Vrindavan. Who should we follow? Prabhupada said, I'm here. Everybody understood what Prabhupada replied? He said, I'm here, an eternal associate. He does not reveal all the time who he is, but there he did. It's recorded. Prabhupada said, I'm here from Vrindavan. So whether my guru is eternal associate or not, is he a follower strictly with Prabhupada? Okay, then we are going there. You have to accumulate all this. Then when you chant, your chanting will produce that kind of result towards Brajadham. You have to contemplate. Otherwise, it will be physical syllable wording. Holy name is Krishna, non-difference with substance. These are just, I'm giving you little tips, and you contemplate more everything that you read. Then the next Mataji is going to read, what is the procedure for worshipping Guru? There are 5 things. See if we can catch. How do you worship Guru? 5 things you do. Here it says that. Okay, Mother, go ahead. Let's see if they catch.
What is the procedure for worshiping the Guru? First, one should worship the Guru, offering pada, agraya, etc. Then, taking his permission, worship the Lord. Then one should offer Krishna's prasadam to the Guru, the Vaishnava, the demigods, and the forefathers. With the Guru in mind, one should worship Krishna, and with the Guru in mind, one should chant Krishna's name.
1 second, Mata. So when you chant Hare Krishna, what do you do first?
Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya.
Very good. Without Guru, do not approach Panchatattva. Guru is actually Nityananda Prabhu. Without Panchatattva, don't start chanting, taking Japamala. I see this. I mean, I used to do that. That's why I can relate. I come from a very dark region, even though I was hanging around, but I was not paying attention. No, don't just chant Hare Krishna. I don't have any eligibility. I should have that attitude. It is the mercy who is going to give me sambandha, relationship with Krishna. So you evoke that mercy of Guru, Panchatattva, then you have access. You will have a different feeling with that attitude when you serve everyday holy name. You are chanting anyway, Prabhus and Mothers. Why not take advantage and progress very quick? After death, you will be in the spiritual world. Why not you be in spiritual world within this body, in the material world, as Prabhupada said that. We should take advantage. Okay, that's good. Go ahead, Mata.
Consequently, if one disobeys or disrespects the Guru, that is offensive and will block one's progress in bhakti, as in the case of showing proper respect and devotion to the sadhu and to Krishna. Similarly, by properly serving the Guru and chanting the holy name, one can get quick success. Having formed faith in the Guru, one can, by the strength of the pure name, attain the goal of prema.
Okay, once again, just I want to say something because this recently happened, actually yesterday. Someone said something about one Guru in ISKCON. I will not say the name, but that person actually called me and was very emotional. He says, this person says something about my Guru, and I'm very disturbed. I said, why are you disturbed? So I'm disturbed because why this person says this? I said, you have a doubt on your belief? Try to pay attention what I actually mentioned. This is a very key point. We do doubt our belief, Prabhus and Mothers. I'm talking about myself. I used to do that. So my question is, if you doubt your belief and you believe your doubt, why don't you doubt your doubt? And if you cannot remove by yourself, go to a senior devotee. I mentioned to that devotee, I said, I don't think that person is saying something that you should feel disturbed. He needs help. He's seeking help. It's coming in a form that's disturbing you. Can you help him to understand your position of your Guru? No, I don't want to see that person's face. I said, you are an escaper. You're taking shelter of Tamogun. Try to take shelter of Sattvagun or above. Do not go down. You don't want to see that person's face. That doesn't mean the problem is over. You will still carry the problem with you and him. Don't go to Rajagun, go to Sattvagun at least. Try to understand what this person is trying to say. How can I actually see my position of Guru? Sometimes we have a doubt about our Guru, and people, when show flashlight, they talk against it, and we get scared. But actually, it is within us too. Find a way to get clear that cloud from your heart. If you cannot do it on your own, take a shelter of another senior devotee who can help you to do that. But do not ignore or escape from it. Do not think bad about the other person. Other person only came with a flashlight and showing there is a darkness in your heart. Just like that senior devotee who actually saw this young new bhakta, who every time I mentioned that story, or maybe not, I don't remember, that every time goes to a bathroom and comes back, leaves the doorknob wet. So the senior devotee, it's in Los Angeles, but I won't say the name, but anyway said, excuse me, can you wipe the doorknob? You know, it's cold and just, oh, okay, I'm sorry. But forgot, again, always doorknob has a water, because other new bhakta rinse the hand and don't wipe the hand and come back. And it went on for a week, and it disturbed the senior devotee so badly. But that senior devotee is also very intelligent, thinking, is there something wrong in me? I'm doing that, it's reflecting there. I'm not feeling good about this new bhakta, but maybe something wrong within me that Krishna is manifesting. Because that opportunity is open, that person actually prayed to Krishna and to Prabhupada. Next week, when that person, that devotee, senior devotee, went to the altar and doing the achman to wake up the deity, and realized that touching the wet hand in Krishna's feet and Krishna's flute, you know, you're supposed to put the flute on and everything. And after the whole thing, oh my God, I'm putting the wet water all over Krishna and I never even thought about it. He's a person, felt guilty, regretted, repented. You want to know mystical? That person comes back. From that day on, the doorknob was never wet. And that person was so kind, called me and told me that. He said, I remember a long time back you gave Jaiva Dharma class, and this is how it was explained. It got stuck with me, and something I have to tell you. I experienced that philosophy in my own life. Krishna is reciprocal. Krishna is reciprocal. Do not blame others. The magnification of impurity minute scale inside the heart, within us. And this is need to be focused. Okay, Mother, please go ahead.
When should a guru be rejected? It may happen.
Okay, this is another question. Please pay attention. This is another question. She's reading.
Okay, I will start with one. When should a guru be rejected? It may happen through the Asat Sangha. A guru may lose his qualification. Starting as a big guru, by committing Nama Aparada, he loses his knowledge. By offending other Vaishnava, he loses a taste for the name and gradually falls under the control of wealth and women. Such a guru should be rejected. By the mercy of Krishna, that disciple will obtain a new bona fide guru and take up pure chanting of the name again. If a guru takes unsuitable people for disciples, he will have to suffer for that. And if a disciple takes an unqualified guru, he will accordingly suffer. In order In order to avoid these misfortunes, one should be cautious. On the other hand, as long as both guru and disciple are properly qualified, the relationship will continue ideally. This relationship is eternal, but if the disciple becomes bad, the guru must reject him. And if the guru becomes bad, the disciple must reject him. Otherwise, both may fall. Better one than both.
But I have to tell you something. I mean, it happened to me in my life. Not that I liked it. And it actually shocked me when another sannyasi, very senior also, told me something. I did not like it, believe me, many years back, maybe 25 years back. I did not like it, but he spoke the truth. I still remember as vivid, clear. He said, well, Pran Govinda Das, you also had a bad luck in your life, that you're supposed to meet a guru who is not in a good standing. Do not blame the guru. Did I like it? No, but I took it as it is, that I want to understand. My mind did not like it. I remember it very well. But it took many years. Then that Maharaj told me, why don't you pray for him? I said, pray for him? He cheated me. He said, that will be the greatness, actually. You'll come out of it with the grace of God, Krishna. And then I found Srila Prabhupada's own example, how Prabhupada actually rejected one disciple in Calcutta. I won't say the name. He said that. He said, tell him if he does not give up this intoxication, I'll reject him. So they informed him that Prabhupada will reject you if you don't give up intoxication. So he ran back to temple. We had small temple in Albert Road, Calcutta, PC Albert Road. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj asked Prabhupada, would you really reject him? So Prabhupada said, no, never. But you said that, Prabhupada. Said, I said that just to scare him. And he came back, so that worked. Oh, okay. There is another example, great example, everybody knows, in Bombay. There was one devotee named Chaitanya Guru Prabhu. Anyway, he was with Giriraj Maharaj and Tamal Krishna Maharaj, taking them, driving here, there to different life members. They are making life members in Bombay, beginning of ISKCON. And eventually that devotee left and he started his own and trying to collect some money from those life members for himself. Then he joined to another Mayavadi Guru, and Tamal Krishna Maharaj told Prabhupada, I think we should send a letter to all those life members not to support, and he's not a member of ISKCON. Prabhupada said, no, I cannot do that. Tamal Krishna Maharaj said, but he's harming us. Prabhupada said, he's ignorant. He will regret one day. Sure enough, he came back after 3 months and fell at the feet of Prabhupada and surrendered. So we see that, and then Prabhupada, of course, he pushed him to go up and take sannyas and went like some or other. And at the conclusion, what I glad to actually repeat this again and again. If you, when you take initiation from ISKCON, make sure Srila Prabhupada is always there as your eternal Shiksha Guru. He has proven a personality you don't want to live without. He told Tamal Krishna Maharaj, there is never a chance if somebody accepted me that I will ever reject. This is Nityananda Prabhu's. That's how Prabhupada said. He had a japamala on his hand. He's walking. He said, this is Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. I can never reject anyone that accepts. Change your identity. When you approach spiritual world, don't say I am Aruna Nayana Gauradas. Say I am a Arunanayana Gaudadas, follower of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. If you say just Arunanayana Gaudadas, door is not open, maybe. You say Arunanayana Gaudadas, follower of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, they will open the door in Golok Vrindavan. Prabhupada said not necessarily everybody is eligible to go from the front gate. This is like a far out. The expression, deep compassion he had. He said, but I do have a key for the back entrance. If you follow properly, you will be able to enter there. I don't want to drag about it, but there was so much discussion about it. And Prabhupada was very bold. That's why he told Bhakti Charu Maharaj, if I tell you my Swarup, you will faint. You all will faint. So Prabhupada has a special position in spiritual domain. Some or other, whoever is your guru, as long as he is a staunch follower of Prabhupada, you will go. May not be front door, what does it matter? You have Prabhupada has a key for the back gate. At least we will enter in the Golok Vrindavan. Whether you come through the front door or back door doesn't matter. Because front door may have a big queue, it may take few lives. But back door, nobody knows. Anybody has a connection can enter. So go ahead, Mata, and we'll finish the rest of it.
In order to prevent the pain of having to reject one guru, one should first carefully examine him to see if he is a pure devotee of Krishna. Even in receiving a material article, one examines it for quality. Once having accepted a qualified guru, if one disobeys his instruction, one commits a grave offense. By that, even the demigod can fall down to hell.
Okay.
How-
Now she's going to read 9 symptoms of respecting a guru in order to get your Krishna Prem. 9 points, not symptom, 9 points. I'm not going to count right now. She's going to read and you have to pick up one by one. There's a 9 points. I read this myself this morning and I saw. So I hope everybody catch this while she's reading. And her accent is very clear and slow, not too fast or hazy. It's very clear. So go ahead, Mata. See 9 points.
How should the guru be respected? The guru's bed and seat, his shoes, car, water from washing his feet, and his image should be respected. If one fails to respect them or worship someone else as a guru in the guru's presence, that is devious mentality, trying to minimize the bona fide guru. One should regard the guru as one's Lord and Master, obey his words and instructions, and when seeing him, fall flat on the ground. One should loudly glorify the guru, never disobey his order, take his prasadam remnants, and not discuss anything that the guru dislikes. Surrendering oneself humbly at the guru's feet, one should act so that he is pleased. If one acts in this way and performs Krishna Nama Sankirtana, one will gain all perfections. This is a statement of the Vedas.
Very nice. Hold on, Mata. So actually it can be more than 9 because the first one has actually 5. But at least 9 points are very important in order to respect, how to properly respect your guru. Now she's going to read what is initiation. 4 points. See if you can catch what is initiation means. Go ahead, Mother.
The guru will give proper teachings concerning the holy name. And after having established faith in the holy name in a person's heart, he will formally give him the name of Krishna or a mantra containing the name of Krishna to chant as his sadhana. This is diksha. If by bad association or contact with bogus literature, one happens to reject or disrespect such a bona fide Nama Diksha Guru, one should immediately give up the bad association and literature and in sorrow approach the feet of one's Guru. Being all merciful, the Guru will reinstate him, and by again chanting sincerely, he will attain prema. That person who, thinking himself lower than a blade of grass, aspires for the dust from the feet of Haridas Namacharya, will be qualified to sing always the touchstone of the holy name.
Haribo, very nice. So, Satta Devata Prabhu, who is going to express how to accept Krishna or how he or she accepted Krishna?
Neha Mataji Prabhu.
Okay, Mother Neha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have just written a few words, so I'll just read out. So,
I just want to say, everybody, please take advantage of each person's expression, how they actually accept Krishna in their life. We can learn from them. And we can add our own individual way of accepting Krishna. Then it will become like a $10 from 10% become $100. You get 100%. So take advantage. These are all sincere soul. Okay, go ahead, Mata.
My life with Krishna. Being born and brought up in India, Shri Krishna Janmashtami, among other festivals, always brought great joy. Amidst the temple decorations and holy queues, one would be excited to dress up traditionally festive and welcome Kanaji into one's life with sweet remembrance of his sweetest pastimes of an historical era. ISKCON has beautifully kept the spirit of true religion alive amidst the mundane lived lives of present day and age. Among the pure devotees of ISKCON, one gets to experience a serenity quite unlike any other material experience. Harinam Sankirtan and Japa connect us to an inner source of bliss and resilience and cultivate a value system that still has space for humility, tolerance, and deep respect. I am deeply grateful to Srila Prabhupada for inspiring a spiritual movement that educates us to love God, Krishna. It is in all these experiences that have brought me closer to the Supreme Lord Krishna. When I endeavor to chant, I do so with a spirit of repentance for this material body itself. I endeavor still so that one day Krishna himself, along with the beloved Srimati Radharani, may illuminate my heart with the knowledge to renounce. I often think of Radha Krishna smiling in their opulence, and I am inspired to take steps towards them. Is this what faith feels like? I ask myself. Among many unanswered questions, I seek the mercy of pure Vaishnava devotees of the Lord to guide my way on the spiritual journey. My faith in Krishna being the Supreme Personality of Godhead is affirmed in introspection on two verses. Verse 1.3.28 from Srimad Bhagavatam, in which Lord Sri Krishna is revealed as the original personality of Godhead, and verse 7.19 from Bhagavad Gita, in which Sri Krishna says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Gyanvan Mam Prapadyate Vasudev Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. Hare Krishna. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Thank you.
It's beautiful. Wow. Well, I hope and pray that you do experience this and you achieve as fast as possible before departing this world. Wonderful. Thank you. That will be wonderful if everybody can do that, one person every day. Yeah, did we say one or two?
You said one Prabhu. So
Okay, one person. That will be wonderful. So anybody has a reflection? I was making one little point about Namavas because we finished Namavas. Just to clear little bit, it's confused. Otherwise, somebody text me. what I'm going to paraphrase what I understood from there. If we are to understand the effect of someone's chanting of the holy name, please remember, you must examine his underlying purpose. When you chant in the morning, ask why you are chanting. Sometime person or devotees chanting may have some effect, but not always. You ever experience like this? Someday you feel like for a few minutes you feel good, and the rest of the 1 hour may just pass by, you don't even know. You're just uttering. Jiva Goswami mentioned in the following example as evident that the holy name may have some effect even if one is unaware of its full meaning. And you heard that example somebody read when Muslim person was attacked by a boar. He was saying haram, haram, haram. On the other hand, haram means the Lord who has allowed a hog to attack me. But he didn't say that way, you can say. But still, Lord Ram was invoked, and holy name had a divine influence on the Mohammedan who attained liberation. Not Krishna Prem, but liberation. What is the difference with our? A great example is given, the difference between this Mohammedans chanting and the Valmiki's chanting. And you all know, the sage Valmiki was a Ratnakor Dassu. Dassu is in English you call ruffians or dacoits, or I don't know exact translation of Dassu. Rogues maybe. But the great saint Narada had a plan to benefit him. See, this is the difference between ordinary Namavas. Somebody joking, there's 4 types of Namavas we talked. Birth sense, those who are started bhakti, they are chanting Namavas. They may not be chanting pure name, and generally not. Now, Narada thought that he wanted this most notorious dacoits, heinous dacoit that he ever seen. Narad Muni really said that. He said he wants to see the power of the holy name with him. That was his motive. So he introduced him to chant Ram's name. But the thickness of the sin committed by this Ratnakar Dassu, he could not even chant the name of Ram, you all know. Instead, he could only say dead. When you chant Krishna's name, is Krishna's name alive or dead? Ask that second question. You must ask that question. Is the name I'm chanting is alive or dead? Valmiki says, I mean, he was not a Valmiki at that time, he was a Ratnakar Dassu. He says, I cannot chant that name. He could not even say Ram. He said, okay, what can you chant? He said, I'm only whole day night, I kill people, I kill animal, I kill all this. So I can only say Mora. Mora means dead. Narad Muni says, keep on chanting with that faith that I have injected in you. Even though his pronunciation was nothing to do with Ram. But what happened? Because the injection of the Guru Parampara, because Prabhupada literally said he wants devotee to become pure devotee. I can show you in Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction, Dadati Pratiginnati, in that verse also Prabhupada says, I want all the members of this society to come to Madhyamadikari. Intermediate means pure devotee. That injection, like Narad Muni gave to Ratnakar Dassu, Prabhupada gave it to us through his sincere followers. We need to learn how to take advantage. And Valmiki chanted Namavas. What is the difference with the Mohammedan chanting or somebody joking Namabaj versus this Balmiki? Because he had an injection of Narad Muni with that name, he got purified, so as other. He got liberated, so as the other. But only difference is the different stages of reality started exhibiting in front of him. The sound and its effect depends upon the attitude we accept when we chant. Please remember this. Depends on the attitude, the quality we can conceive, because the actual spiritual name is infinite. In that plane, the divine name is equal to the substance named, or Krishna. No difference. Abhinnatat namanamina. So when the sound aspect is one and the same with the original aspect of things, then it is spiritual name or pure name. You heard the example Prabhupada says one time, the blind man's name may be Padmalochan, lotus-eyed, because his mother saw the baby is born as a blind and she didn't like it, so she called him Padmalochan, lotus-eyed. But really, he may be blind, and he is. Prabhupada gave that example. So I'm thinking the name and the figure may be entirely different. But in Vaikuntha, the infinite world, the name and the named are one and the same. That we should focus. Yet, to experience the Vaikuntha name, you must avoid both Namaparad, offenses to the holy name, and Namabhas, the shadow of the holy name. By Namabhas, we get some relief from this worldly bondage, and Namaparad, we become entangled in its Maya world. But the ordinary physical sound cannot represent the real name, which is supernatural. So I'll end with this, that our Shastra said that one name of Krishna can remove more ignorance, sin, than you or each of us can commit in our entire material existence. Ek Krishna name jata paap hore, papi hoye tata paap korite nare. Prabhupada quote that verse. We may chant the physical name of Krishna so many times without getting the result of even one real name. Everybody understand that point? Braj Prem Prabhu, you have to, thank you. It is said that one name can remove more ignorance than you can accumulate in your entire material existence. Question is, what is the quality of that one name? We may chant the physical name of Krishna so many times without getting the result of even one real name. There is a great difference between ordinary name, sound of the name, and superficial mic name. I hope you understand the difference. The ordinary sound of the name, superficial mic name, and the pure name, there is a big difference. The pure name is one and the same with Krishna, but that descends down to our level only by his grace. When you giving yourself as a chanter to serve the holy name, are you giving without taking anything? Ask yourself. Like if you say, I surrender myself to the holy name. When you are giving yourself, surrendering, what are you taking? Are you taking anything back? Well, I should feel happy, no? I should be liberated, no? So you are trying to take something back. It's blocking your actually reaching to that. This is very important because pure name is one and the same with Krishna. But the descent, that pure name will descend down. Atha Sri Krishna Namavadi na bhavat grajyam indiye. Seva unmukhi jibbado. Seva unmukhi jibbado. When you have two things, one is the service attitude, not expecting anything back. No salary or good time or this, that, no, nothing is back. You're serving unconditionally. That time the holy name will descend down to our level only by his grace. We cannot vibrate it simply by dint of our moving our tongue and our lips. The pure name of Krishna is not a lip dip. What is it? What is it? It's a heart dip, heart. And it ultimately goes beyond the heart. It reaches the land of Krishna. When Krishna comes down, the name Krishna comes through the heart. What is that means when I say heart? Thinking, awareness, feeling. This is what the quality of the heart. Through Harinam Chintamani, we are learning who Krishna is. Just like Mother Neha Mataji very nicely expressed her approach to that Krishna. She quoted those verses even from Bhagavatam, that Krishna's supremacy, he is the avatari. These are the contemplation when we chant, actually will connect us. Then Krishna will come down in our tongue, on our tongue, and will dance. Then nobody has to tell you anymore. You are already will experience that. That vibration is the holy name of Krishna. Krishna now. Okay, I'll end here. Any reflection, one or two, then we close for today. Anyone has any reflection? What we discussed today that you have made a note in your heart or you're going to take with you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mother Kasturi Manjari.
Thank you
Please.
so much, Prabhu, for this wonderful class. So one thing is that properly respecting spiritual master and remembering even while chanting. And the second point that I really want to apply is that always remember the fundamental identity of serving Krishna, even when doing so many functional activities throughout the day. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you.
Also wanted to remember this point, Prabhu, about that we have to make sure at all the times we have to keep our fundamental identity above the functional identity.
Yes.
That's one point. The second point which struck me was about the magnification of the impurity in others is actually a reflection of the impurity in minute scale within us. So I think this is something which struck me, Prabhu. I made note of it and I wanted to contemplate on this one.
It's scary because we like to accuse somebody,
Yeah.
but in this case you cannot accuse because it's projecting from our own heart. It is scary. Thank you. That was very nice.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Anyone else? Otherwise we can close now.
It was a flashlight that reveals the darkness in her heart.
You please pray and bless me. Thank you. So we can close for today. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bancha kalpa tarvishya kipa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo
Krishna Bro, Namo Namo.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Ananta Kari Vaishnava.